Hello.
Good morning, everyone. We figured out Nancy's mute issue.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
My my last week has been Mercury not just going retrograde, but like running in little circles and going nowhere. At least retrogrades backwards.
Oh, good Lord. How was your Saturday? Mine was kind of busy.
Actually, I was supposed to do a show with someone, tape it from Australia, and I woke up sick.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Did you
just
get your long distance healing and come right back?
actually, we figured out what it was. I'm allergic to the sun. And because of COVID, I've never gone out in it, not like for 2.5 years. And I forgot how allergic I was. So I put some of the sunscreen I had left from when I used to go out in the sun, put it on my arms and drove around in my unair conditioned car for about an hour. And it wasn't hot or anything, but I woke up and my left arm was completely swollen and covered with bumps. So
Oh,
so my doctor has sent over some other medicine, but my allergy to the sun is that bad. I should
ugh.
be like, I
Where do
know.
you get your vitamin D from?
I have to. That was weird because one time I went to the doctor and I had so little vitamin D, they were trying to figure out how I was walking around. And then they gave me some stuff they put in, and uh, then they gave me these kick-ass big giant vitamin. You know how there's usually those little bitty pearls. I had like the grandmother of all of those. And I took those for a while and I got it back up to kind of a reasonable level. And they said, that's good. And then when COVID came, I took vitamin D every day to try and keep it up. And so, anyway, make long story short, last year they told me to quit taking vitamin D because I had twice the amount stored in my body I'm supposed to. So,
Wow.
apparently, not going out in the sun for that is not an issue with me.
Ah. Miss Debbie will be coming along when she can.
Mm-hmm.
She had a few things to do this morning, but she'll be on. So anyway,
Okay.
Mr. Jeff is asking about the crazy one in Alaska.
Alaska.
She's got a lot of competition. I was hearing what, like 50 running against her or something in the
Special
primary.
elections are a thing of their own.
Let's see. So,
Oh, not
uh,
good news for us here, guys. Her start off was she had trouble getting money initially, and then she got some people behind her, sort of, but not much. But now, I don't know what she's done. She's tapped into some old stuff because she's meeting a lot of people she didn't know, and she's going to get what she wants. Now, I'm going to put some more cards on getting what she wants.
hmm,
Because of this card, this is a Five of Pentacles, and this means there's a lot of people are going, we done this crazy once. But I'm going to see if, the way I would read that card is all she wants is attention, not the office. So I'm going to see if she's getting the attention she wants.
quite a weird throw. I'm not sure how to read it with these cards.
Now I know that was a strange one for me because
It's
it
kind of
shows
like she's living off the past,
like,
kind of feeling, Empress. I'd been there,
mm-hmm.
but I had the Four of Swords and the Sun next to it. So it's kind of like some things are gonna come up that are gonna hurt um, her election chances. She does have some new backing, like you said. I got a
Mm-hmm.
King of Coins coming in here, but it's just weird.
Well,
Um,
when I
but
asked, okay,
go
what
ahead.
do you, well, I asked if what she just wants is kind of the attention and stuff, and would, because this is just that she gets what she wants, but that doesn't necessarily mean being elected. I mean, a lot of these clowns are just show. I mean, they're just doing it for the show. And what I got was, uh, she doesn't want to do the work. She doesn't want to go out and be with the people like she needs to, and she's not communicating any more effectively than she did before. and the money does fall away from her because she can't fit into the role, and it's time for her to really change and move on.
Yeah, I don't see her winning, but like I said, I guess I didn't ask if she's gonna win. I was asking, tell me about Sarah Palin. I guess that's what
Yeah,
maybe the wrong.
I was like, how's she doing in the race? Well, she's loving it because she gets to be out there and blow smoke again.
But I got the Five of Swords next to her being in government, so I don't. I
Yeah,
would say that's a big no.
yeah, I had that's that card that I said was the change in a traditional deck. This is the death card, so it's like, yeah, this is not working out so good. Right next to government. So okay,
Just pipe dream. We always talk in the news. They always talk about Peter Thiel pumping money.
Mhm.
Maybe he's tossing money at her or something, or some kind of backer. There's some money being thrown at her, but it's wasted money. She did anything.
That's right.
I can't believe these people. Lauren Boebert isn't doing good things for herself. She had a couple. There was a, what do you call that? When they speak against each other, a town
Debate.
hall or whatever.
Debate.
She was nuts there, and then she went to Wyoming and telling stories about sharing popcorn with Trump or her kid. It's like she's just crazy one. I pray that woman.
Hey, there she is. Good morning. But she has sound that works. That's better than me.
Oh, yeah, my sound works. Yay.
Palin's asylum room is waiting.
Mm-hmm.
She should have just stayed irrelevant.
I don't think she's capable of it.
Oh, how about Herschel Walker?
I do. I think an ashtray is more useful on a motorbike than he is, and he lived in my town. I know all the stories of all the stuff before now. He is the poster child for traumatic brain injury, and this is for entertainment purposes only. But
definitely. The fascinating thing is that people actually want to vote for him.
Well,
or anyone, on that side doesn't talk about issues, doesn't talk about helping people. It's irrelevant noise, and people eat it up, and it's nuts.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let's ask if, should we look at him against Warnock instead of talking about his personal health, because I think his personal health is obvious.
True. Well, there was good signs with Georgia electing Ossoff and Warnock the first time, so it just may be a crazy small percentage. Let's see.
Did you want me to go, Scott, before y'all?
If you're ready, go for it.
Okay.
You have a quick shot.
I asked if Warnock was going to beat him, and I got yes. Then he's out of here. He will never be heard from again. But and the yeses line up that it's the women voters that are going to push it over. And people realize that he's not the sharpest blade in the box. And when they come down and have to make a choice, they're going to see Who's going to help build a better? Who's going to bring things back to Georgia?
Oh God, I have nothing good for him. It's almost like Trump doesn't want to, thinks he's crazy. Well, that's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I have Nine of Swords next to the Emperor coming up first.
Oh dear.
We got an anxiety over that, bad times. But then I have Three of Swords, Two of Swords, Four of Cups. And then, like you said too, the Queen of Swords. So probably the women are going to vote for a good guy. But yeah, I don't see him going through any good things here, winning. I even have the Two of Coins. He might be pilfering the money. Any donations,
Mm-hmm.
which is usual. Two of
It's
Coins
really,
is about
if
politics,
you
like
if you
moving
report
money.
your money, if you report the money, it's hard to pilfer it. But the problem is a lot of the people don't report it. But if you do it the way you're supposed to, it's it's harder to steal from a campaign than you would think. I used to have to fill out those reports.
What was it? I seen Ted Cruz is supposedly using his campaign money to pay for security.
Mm-hmm. That's a legitimate charge.
But 25 grand a month.
Well,
he's taking out of his campaign money. So people are paying for his own security. I understand that possibly could be legit, but still, that's crazy. Quit giving to Ted Cruz.
Yeah.
So what's the guy's name?
Warnock.
Raphael. He looks like the hopeful candidate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wishes fulfilled. There we go.
And this is Herschel Walker, the sad squirrel. I'm just backing up what you guys got already.
And he's got a club.
And he's got a club.
Herschel. I ran football. I should be a senator. Craziness.
Good morning. Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jeff.
Sad squirrel. I know, right?
I overslept today. Sorry about that.
Oh, that's part of Sunday. We don't all get up bright-eyed, right?
It was hard.
And there's a new moon tomorrow, guys. So we're going dark, and it's the end of a strong lunar cycle for change. So your body and your brain.
Okay. So Nancy, does your body kind of just break down and say,
yeah, your body says, I can go this far and I can walk no further.
I am.
Your body goes into that, I'm a new moon, man. I'm curling up like a dark little seed here in the corner of my bed and I ain't moving.
That started for me yesterday. So
Wow.
This whole cycle has been super strong for me. The full moon and now this. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, I'm back. I like new moons. I like new moons.
Some people are pulling out of it. It just sort of depends a lot on where it is on your chart. My chart happened to have had both of the eclipses. One was on my natal sun and the other was on my ascendant. So I was getting womp, womp, womp. I mean, like I told him, Mercury's not going retrograde. It's running in little tiny circles. It's not even going backwards anymore.
Right. Yeah, that's how I feel. It's been a tough one.
Wow. Karen says 3 days before the new moon, she feels it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's okay. Wow.
New moon doesn't affect me like the full. Oh, let's check on Stacy again.
Okay.
All right, Stacy. All right.
Lots of energy moving her way. Many are saying if she would have fought the first election, she would have won.
Yeah, but
Morning,
we've all seen
Frozen.
what happens when people fight elections for like the last gazillion years,
Yeah.
right?
Sure.
Oh, I know. What's her face? The crazy QAnon lady. She lost by 70% in Georgia, and she still won't
Oh, the
concede.
one for the governors? Yeah.
Yeah, Taylor or whatever,
Yeah.
Candace Taylor, whatever. She still won't concede.
The one who
Yeah.
doesn't know how to put commas on things like her bus, so it says guns, baby, and God. So it sounds like she's taking the guns to go get the babies.
Oh, God. So much divisiveness with people just talking crazy, like those
Mhm.
like those two in Arizona, that Wendy Rogers and Carrie Lake.
Mhm.
They are nuts.
Yeah, it's
And
really a rush to the mental institution at that point. And I know you used to work in that field, Debbie, and we don't want to inflict them on you either.
Yeah, the full moon's a real deal in the ER. It's a real thing.
Yeah, one of my clients is the psychologist that had to evaluate people in the ER, and she said, "I can only work 4 days a week. I can't do it 5."
Yeah, yeah. We did 3 12-hour shifts, but they were mostly like 3 14 15-hour shifts.
Yeah, you never get out at the
Yeah.
end of those. No. Okay, you want to go, Scott, or you want?
plenty of money's coming in for
Mhm.
uh, plenty of money's coming in for Miss
Good.
Stacy.
Yep.
I got her winning. That's the strength card.
Mhm.
My deck here, it's combined basically the star and the strength. So I call it endure. Angelic energy, all that's good coming in for her. Then I have she's getting plenty of money with my 6-8 coins. And then I have revenge from her past loss, which I'm getting that wasn't the loss. But anyway, King of
Yeah, I
Wands,
know.
6 of Cups, and 5 of Coins. She's going to revenge her 2018 run. And then I have 6 of Swords and Queen of Wands together. She's
Mhm.
into the position, the creative woman. It's all
Mhm.
good. Energy's coming her way.
Good.
The Ace of Wands. I
So
do not lose.
is Kemp a little backwards, or is he a
Who?
little Kemp?
Kemp.
Oh,
Yeah,
Brian
Kemp.
Kemp? What do you mean
Brian
backwards?
Kemp, the current.
Well, is he like? Obviously, he's like the run. He's up against Stacy, so he's the Republican.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he's the one who was the Secretary of State that rigged the books when he was running against her last time.
okay. And but yeah, all right. Well, I just see him as a little backwards, whatever
Mhm.
that means, and that's not going to help him.
Mm-mm.
Or something comes up from the past to haunt him. But
Mhm.
and then I have
Oh.
Ooh, bad times.
yeah. So
Mm-mm.
it's not
Reading courthouse, huh?
not good for him. So I don't know if something's coming up to haunt him or whatever. But he's not going. I don't see him having it. I right now as the energy's flowing. I have the 8 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Ace of Pentacles for Stacey Abrams. So,
Mhm.
and the world is for her. And she stands in strength and truth. I just see her.
Mhm.
I see her getting this
Definitely.
with the way the energy is moving now. So let's just hope he doesn't. I mean, because I think I read on this way a while ago, and I got whoever she was up against was cheating somehow.
That's a given.
Oh, okay. And then and that was going to be a tough one. So she just needs to overcome all that. And so
What I actually asked, would she be declared the winner? And I had, this is her in the background. She put together the things she needs to do, and she's done it with her own strength. The environment right now is still a little bit sketchy. It depends on really getting everybody out. but she's got the strength to build the machine she wants, and she's able to let go of the burden of having to marshal this through. So I take it she's going to do it. I don't think they're going to be able to cheat the way they have before. Not only that, but I think a court recently struck down some of their more repressive laws. And some of the ones they passed here in Texas, if you want to vote early, if you want to vote by mail, you have to put all this extra information on. And now they've actually looked at the numbers, and more Republican votes were thrown out than Democratic, because the Democratic Party went around and told everybody, make sure your Social Security, the last four of your socials on there, and all this other stuff. And the Republicans didn't think that they needed to go tell them that. So they lost quite a few votes.
Oh.
I definitely sense some things are fixed up a little bit, even though there's still some gerrymandered type maps. But like the cheating has been shored up. You know, it's like it's going to be harder for Republicans to win from now on, even though there has been some poor laws. If you do it right,
well, they hurt their own people.
I know, right?
I think that it's not a secret, and the Democrats know that they're cheating, so they'll know. Hopefully, they've gained tools to overcome it. So hopefully,
The big thing is they're fixing up these touchscreens, getting paper ballots.
Yeah, every place in Texas has paper ballots now, so you can see what you voted before it goes in, and that means that there is a copy to go back. Plus, the major voting centers in this state, by far, are all controlled by Democrats. So they're not going to, Dallas, Travis, Harris, El Paso, Bayer. They're all those counties are controlled have a Democratic person watching over the polls.
Excellent. Well, it's a great thing.
Well,
you can't recount without some paper backup.
oh, trust me. I ran polls when all we had was this little. It was like a tape with the vote tallies on it, like you get from the grocery store with your grocery store ballots. I mean, what good does that do?
Wow. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
What the heck was it? Well, our Justice Department is looking at those fake electors. If you haven't seen that news,
Yes.
The grand jury's been impaled, and they're trying to get to the bottom of all those fake electors.
Is Nancy? Do you know if San Antonio is Democratic?
Yes. That's Bexar County.
All right.
Bexar. When Bexar is, yeah. It's when you get out in the smaller counties, and quite honestly, I've had some friends taking some of the rural counties apart, looking at their numbers, and they're shocked at the number of, you would assume would be the Republican voters that are like my age. The number of people who died of COVID is outstanding, and it's not been, the families would say, no, they just had the flu. I mean, they wouldn't even let it listed as COVID, but they told me those voters are gone. They were shocked when they looked at the numbers and how many young people have signed up to vote. Now, the trick is getting them out to vote.
Yeah, still needed numbers.
But this will be the first group of 18-year-olds that have spent their entire grade school learning how to hide in the closet.
Good point.
I mean, I used to hate it when they used to blow the sirens off to prove that if they were going to bomb us from Russia, they would, every Wednesday they blew off the sirens to make sure they still work. And to this day, sirens make me sick to my stomach because of so I can't, and that was just for like a couple minutes and then it was gone. It wasn't like you were doing these crazy ass drills. So.
Yeah. It's just sad.
Sad. I told Nancy, but I seen on Twitter just before I got on, there was a shooting in Chattanooga, Tennessee. this morning, last night, whatever. Have you seen that?
No, I haven't, but I knew one was coming.
Yeah. So far, there's no reports of anyone passing, but a lot of injuries.
Thank you, Sherry. Okay, what is the outlook for Abbott? I'm still waking up as y'all can tell. I'm still trying to wake up. All right, what is the outlook for Abbott Cruise?
Cruise.
Uh,
Uh,
I'm going to try all of them together first, see what happens.
All right.
They did it. Ooh.
I'm going to do 3 cards each on each of them.
Well, because they basically have the same messaging. They all failed. So I just threw it all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't going to go good. For all of them. They're trying to piece back together with the 8 of coins, right? They're trying to run it back. They did it to themselves with their messaging with 8 of swords, self-inflicted. It ain't gonna go good. And all this messaging coming out about what they said and what happened and whatnot. Love above is gonna prevail with Ace of Cups, and then I have 10 of swords and death. Upon them. So it isn't going to help their futures at all. People are not going to forget. And then I have the family card, the 10 of Cups in the end. Families will prevail. Babies are gone. And these guys are dancing around the block with it. They're all going to have some kind of, I didn't get a justice card or anything like that, but it's going to affect them hard, politically, personally. The families aren't going to quit on this messaging.
What I got for Abbott was the tower upside down. He still doesn't appreciate the gravity of what's about to hit him, and the people are leaving him. People who were supporters of his are kind of going, "Ooh, no." And I got the 9 of Cups, and the way I read that one was from my perspective, since I live in this crazy state. It's good news for me what's happening to him. And then Cruz, he's such a snake. I hate to say it, but I think Cruz is going to figure a way out of it where he doesn't get stained with it as badly as he should. But this is seriously making him think I'm out of here this time. But he's not prepared to go. He don't want to give up his little power base. And Dan Patrick, he's a gem I know very well because I live in this state, and he's a piece of work too. Anyway, his funding is pulling away. He's running against a really good guy, by the way.
Yeah.
It's really hitting him hard, and he wants to go back to lawyering, which there's a suit to try and stop that from happening too here. Mayor Mclaughlin, I hate to say it, but this guy, well, he's just the mayor because he was the good old boy everybody knew from the coffee shop. This has really screwed him around, and I think that this is sort of the end of him, period. Knowing how small Texas towns work, I would think he's going to have to move away.
Yeah, someone I follow. He follows all these. I don't know what's his name, Ron Lipinowski or whatever. He follows all these right wingers and people that post videos, and he retweets them and whatnot. That mayor had some idiotic rant video talking about doors, and it's not, the whole Republican thing. Oh, we need to arm teachers, that stuff. It was retarded. It was bad. And then Cruz, he was not attacked, but questioned when he was out to dinner. Someone posted a video, and he had 4 armed guards take that guy away from him. And then all Cruz did was wave to him. Didn't stand up for anything. But they can just change the narrative and walk away and think it's all good.
I don't think they're going to change it that much this time. I think they'll try.
It's not illegal to have a bad talking narrative, but you got to vote.
Oh, I know. I know.
That's the sad thing. Hey, Chrissy. Good morning or evening for you, whatever it is. Yeah, you guys need Dan Patrick out of there. Have you ever looked at a little deeper at his 5-year indictment thing?
Yeah. I actually know people who are kind of involved with that. And his whole staff resigned because what he was doing was illegal and they still didn't throw him out.
Ugh. That's just nuts. How can someone be in power and have an indictment on his back and still be supported?
Welcome to Texas.
Yeah.
Well, there's other places too.
Well, Illinois, how many of their governors in a row ended up being indicted? And I grew up in Illinois, so I don't have a real good frame of reference about this.
The former guy pardoned one of them.
Mm-hmm. Blagojevich. He let him off.
Oh, these people.
Well, I see. Abbott's trying to get out in front of this. He sees the writing on the wall here with what happened, and so here we have him getting out in front of it with the chariot, but on either side of that chariot you have the devil and the magician. So he may somehow try to figure out how to turn that around. I don't know if this is going to affect him much with these cards, because he knows how to manipulate the system. He knows how to manipulate people, and he knows how to manipulate narrative, and so the people who like him will continue to like him.
But there are fewer and fewer of them, and we've never had a candidate as strong as Beto. We've never had any.
Yeah, I'm not reading about that race. I'm reading about how this will affect him.
Oh, no, he's going to go try to roll away from it all.
Yeah. So I didn't read about the race with Beto.
Okay, you're not.
Yeah,
I
have Beto winning.
Yeah, I have. We don't need to read cards on Beto winning. He's gonna win. I know that.
Yeah.
That is so strong. You just watch him crumble up until. Ian brings up a question about Cruz. I mean, I believe in my heart that Beto beat Cruz for senator.
Oh, he did.
So why would we not think he would win in Texas, especially with everything going on now? So let's just keep that focus. Beto's going to win. He's a good man. All right. So anyway, there's a lot of bad things around Cruz. He's even, there's money flowing elsewhere. I caught word that an insurrectionist had his phone number a long time ago, so is he let's just see if he's gonna finish out his term.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of insurrectionists involved within our government. That'll probably come to another read about all those Republicans not going to show up for the January 6th subpoena. They're all fighting it. So what was that? 2020? When was that? 2018 or 2020?
2020 was Cruz's last
run. Cruz and Beto was 2020. Okay. So he would be done in 26. That's a long
Mhm.
time to have that guy in there.
Wait a minute. I'm going to check that because something rings wrong about that. But (2018) he ran in 2018.
Oh, is that long ago? Wow.
Mhm.
So only 2 more years he's got.
Mhm.
Even better.
And last time he ran, he only won by 4 points. And they had shaved the normal Republican lead from 17 points. So a whole lot of nasty stuff going on.
Wow.
That was 18 was the last year we didn't have paper ballots.
Finish his term. When is his term up?
24.
Heartbreak. Queen of Cups. United. Crossroads. King of Swords. 6. Huh. Things are definitely going to go bad for Cruz here.
Yeah,
I
don't see him.
Even if there's an investigation or something, I'm
Mhm.
not seeing him being arrested or thrown out, but he's definitely going to have a public tower moment where he's just going to coast through.
Mhm.
So I have the King of Wands and the 3 of Swords.
I
It's
got
where-
the King once, but I got him upside down. No, that I think.
well, I don't read upside down, so that's why
Oh.
I take a few more to understand the story of negative to positive.
Mhm.
So that's telling me that all that he is going to crumble. So eventually there's going to be some kind of, I am sensing a legal thing coming out. He's going to have a choice, and then he gets a tower moment with strength.
Mhm.
So there's something powerful against him, and then he has a choice and a tower moment.
Mhm.
So whether it's legal or otherwise, so then it just feels like he goes quiet. I am sensing some kind of FBI or some kind of legal investigation with Knight of Swords, but then I have 6 of Swords next to it, so it's like it kind of goes away with this investigation, whatever. So it's, if there is something to do with the January 6th, he is not directly involved, kind of feeling.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So it feels like he escapes any legal, but it affects his future. So that's what I get here.
Mhm.
So I asked, will he finish his term? And I'm sensing that some kind of something is going to be revealed about him.
Mhm.
Because you see that redacted, and
Yeah.
it's the opposite now. And so he's been manipulating the truth.
Mhm.
And when this comes out, it's going to be a shit show here. And so I literally got a no on if he's gonna. So is he going to finish out his term? No, he's not going to finish out his term. And he's been forced into a no-win situation, and then you have the death card there. So
Mhm.
so I see, and as far as that goes, he's out.
Right.
Nice.
So
yeah.
that's shocking to me, actually.
It's close. I mean, if my card lands one or two other, I would say definitely out. The way my cards landed,
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
but since I had the Six of Swords next, it could mean he's leaving too. With that Knight of Swords next to the 6 of Swords I had,
Yeah.
so it's close either way.
I have six points in my yes no, and 3 of them say yes and 3 of them say no. But the ones that say yes, he's leaving, are in the future. He's going to have to go find a new place to be because he's not welcome where he is. It's not a place for him to flourish, and somebody's going to turn him upside down and expose who he is.
There you go.
Yeah.
When I was kind of, stepping into the energy, my poor spirit team this morning, I'm so tired. They had to they were screaming, no, you're not. I'm like, okay, well, I'm just, give me about 5 more minutes. I'll be awake.
No matter what, Cruz's soul is lost.
Yeah, well,
he doesn't care about people, and thank you, Pamela.
Thank you, Pamela.
oh, thank you, Pamela.
Definitely issues. Okay. Yeah, that's where I was kind of leaning to. So we got all those five jokers that are not gonna show up for their, honor their subpoenas. Jordan, Perry, Mo Brooks, who's that? McCarthy,
And Big.
And Biggs, yes. They all said it's a joke. They're not showing up. What are they going to do here?
I don't think they ought to put all 5 of them in the supposed little jail cell they have at the bottom of the Capitol for the sergeant.
I know. You should. The inherent contempt, you go straight to jail. They wanted, I guess someone put a bill on the floor or whatever, or created one about reaffirming the inherent contempt. They're kind of afraid to use it from what I read, but that bill never got brought up.
Isn't that how they imprisoned the woman McDougal during the Clinton era?
Yeah. Yes, they used it on her, I guess, yeah.
So we know it can work.
Uh-huh.
And they didn't send her to the Nice Club Fed. They sent her to the federal prison for the criminally insane.
Wow. Hey.
And she's now a reformer for all prisons. She said what she saw and what she observed there has made her an advocate for women in prison.
Wow.
Let's see. I don't know. I'm just going to try an overall on all 5 since all 5 said they're not showing up.
That's what I'm doing too, yeah. Ellen said that during Watergate hearings, someone was dragged out of the barbershop to testify or go to jail. Wow.
Yeah, they need to get real on this. Stop being nice, but no matter what, the open hearings are going to be a bombshell. They got some good prosecutors on that team.
Yeah, they're all RICO people.
Imagine that. Okay. Committee, people testify.
Yeah, I feel like they didn't make the right choice. This is going to come back on them.
Energy. Walk away. Karma.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. Weird. Bummer. Maybe I should clarify.
Yeah.
But I'm not getting any jail time or whatever. It's going to haunt them, but it's like,
Oh, I see what you're saying.
doing a whole.
Yeah, I get that they're not going to get locked up because the Eight of Swords is upside down. But one of them is going to finally come and talk on his own because they really have something on that one. And then these are
I would guess it'd be Perry.
Yeah.
Perry's got the worst of it.
Yeah, because he was trying to get that guy to take over the Justice Department. But what I have is, yes, we're going to get what we want, but it's not going to be everything we want. But this is a card that tells me I don't have enough information to know the answer. When she shows up and when I'm reading, it usually means all the information that we can't even access it. So right now, but it's going to be the end for them. They're going to come out at the end of the world. So it may not go down the way we want, but I think it's going to go down the way that works.
Yeah. You grab my cards to clarify. I don't not see them using contempt on them. Not the committee.
Well, they're going to use it. They're going to use it on that one guy who lied, who came in and said, "I never ran a tour," and now they have.
Louder milk. Man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a different story. I mean, I'm. Ugh.
That may be why they don't want to show up and talk.
Well, of course. They can't spin their lies.
But when they hear what's going to be said about them, and it's got their signatures and their faces, and I can't believe they have the footage from those filmmakers that were following them around on January 6th, and Roger Stone and all. There were 4 film crews following people around. They're going to have all that.
Yeah, they got everything. The video of that, was that a parking garage meeting with some Proud Boys or something? There's pictures of the Willard Hotel and people in the war rooms, 2 different rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These people are not going to escape justice. They have what they need.
Okay, so, I'm sorry. Did you go, Scott?
No, you can go ahead. I'm still trying to decipher what this means.
All right.
Kind of.
I'll go. So I do feel that the people who are doing the hearing, they're on top of this. They're on top of it. There's a lot of moving parts here, and I do feel they're on top of it. There's something I think what you guys were picking up on, that like not jail time or like that for this, because there's layers to this, and I feel like they're purposely targeting some other people, so they don't want to. I don't know, but wait till I get there in the story. I jumped ahead, squirrel. I have the 5 of Swords. I have this card, the CIA, and all that business going on there, and the 5 of Swords. They can't get out from behind this, but it doesn't mean they're going to throw them in jail. I don't see them going to jail. They are going to take action, but I don't see jail for them. You have the King of. They're targeting. This is the King of Swords. He's in reverse, so King of Swords reverse. They're targeting this tyrant, and possibly other world leaders that they want to really focus on. These quote jokers that Ellen called them jokers isn't the main gig for them. I'm not sure how much You know what I mean? So they will take action. We're not going to, it's not going to be what we want to see. However, it's all in purpose of targeting somebody
Those
else or
yeah.
other people. And so you guys have the words for this. I don't, but that's what I'm seeing. Obviously, I don't. So, what do you think of that, Nancy?
I think you're right. I think that they're going to get them so many ways, so many, and if it's not true, why are you not in there? And when they have all this proof from all the other people around you, it's
Scott, did I make it worse for you, or
No. I'm trying to get the words too, but it's like they are exposed by being subpoenaed.
yeah?
They can't do anything criminally. They can referral, but they wouldn't be the ones that would jail, prosecute, whatever. That would be the DOJ. So it's a win just by putting out the subpoena.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So I got committee creating actions is going to cause them problems. The King of Cups, Page of Swords, and Five of Coins.
Mm-hmm.
The King of Cups feels like the committee to me in this scenario. Page of Swords, they're taking their actions, would be their subpoenas. Five of Coins is the loss of the action of the subpoenas. But no fear, it shows the United States what we need with the energies there, with the Queen of Cups, Eight of Wands, the news, the messaging to the American people that these people are complicit. Knight of Coins, and I also have, where was it? Anyway, the Knight of Coins is going to give you that slow moving documentation, and it's going to be fine. These people are going to have to walk away and tell the truth at some point. The King of Cups, Coins, Eight of Cups, and Wheel of Fortune. Eventually, they're going to have to tell the truth at some point. They're going to have to walk away from the former guy, the payment, everything. They have to give it up. So this feels like it's going to be DOJ coming in. They're going to take the action, not the committee. Committee's got the goods with the Knight of Coins, but something bigger is coming in to take that down. Whoever's complicit, whoever's was involved, it'll be taken care of, but not by the January 6th.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of I just clarified, I'm pretty much got the same thing. The law will get them in a different way. What they don't disclose, the law will get them in another way. Their secrets, what they're going to hold on. The truth will prevail with the Knight of Cups, I'm feeling. Queen of Swords, the law is after them. Page of Swords again. Something new coming in with investigations or whatever, but gonna call them with that page. Gonna ride the wave with that Six of Swords. So that's why it feels weird, because it's like, we're sure hoping they're gonna get jailed or inherent contempt or something like that. They're just gonna let them play it out as they can. It's going to show the world you're hiding. You're pleading the fifth. On the bottom of the deck, they will have a death moment.
Okay.
They're going to have an ending to what they're hiding. It just ain't with the January 6th committee. So no worries. Spirit's working in the right ways, the way it's supposed to play out. Just like with Cruz and Abbott, by being horrible people and what they're saying, most people aren't dumb. That's why most people are Democrats. We just can't win because of the rules put down by the GOP.
Well, that started in 2010. That was a guy who funded a project to take over as many state legislatures as he could to start changing the rules. And I've seen Rachel Maddow do 2 or 3 things on it, but it is actually the most cleverly spent money in politics in this century, the amount of control they got by doing that. And then, unfortunately, I do think people are silly sometimes because they'll look at me and they go, well, I like your candidate, but can they win? Well, they can't win unless you vote for them. And, if you go in with the idea, I have to vote always for the winner, and that's some of that good old team sport mentality we have, it's really very hard to work against. But the other thing is, you have to understand, I live in this state and I see what it's like. And we had an event in 2005 where it was the largest Democratic event in Dallas since Kennedy was assassinated here. We do have a little problem about that. But people thought, are you going to get 500 people to come to this park and watch? It was Harry Reid, Joe Biden, and Barack Obama speaking. It was in October. And I told the woman who helped us get the money to do it that I thought there'd be way more than 1,000. We had 5,000 people show up. We had no print. It was all word of mouth. And people were walking around the park stunned. They said, we didn't know there was that many Democrats here. So part of it is getting people past that mentality of I have to be voting on the winner's side and see that it's to their detriment when they don't look at all sides. So, we haven't won, and in what we won Dallas County, that was the year Dallas County went blue, and it's been blue ever since. And so it takes a long time to turn a boat around, especially when the size of Texas. But if we can get Texas to be blue, then we don't have to worry about what happens in Pennsylvania and Ohio and stuff, because the sheer numbers are here. If we have California and Texas, the Democrats have what they need to move forward. Okay, off my soapbox again.
I mean, Florida's really close itself. It's same as Texas.
Mm-hmm.
It's right there.
Yeah, Georgia went before we did, so
Wisconsin's always, back and forth too.
Mm-hmm.
Both presidential elections were within 50,000 votes.
Yeah.
Both times, it's really close. It's just getting the independents to actually wake up. Daniela. So in their investigations, will the DOJ act prior to the midterms or wait till after? So it depends on how far it's gone.
Hi, Daniela. Right.
Oh, Patty G, about the cheaters in Florida. They just arrested one of the fake electors that were put up by the GOP.
Oh, really?
Oh,
cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Not electors. The fake people they put on the ballot to take votes away from the Democrat.
Oh, stalking horse candidates. Yes.
The ghost candidates or whatever.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you say that again, Nancy?
Yes, they're called stalking horse candidates or ghost candidates, and what they are is they're people who get on the ballot. I think I talked about, they tried to run one in Pennsylvania against Summer Lee. She's a very progressive legislator there, and they ran a guy and they put him up as like, he's a labor lawyer. Yeah, he's a labor lawyer. He busts unions. That's not on the Democratic side. But anyway, people figured it out. But in the primary, Tuesday before this last primary, Republicans spent $15 million on candidates that aren't really Democrats, but they make them look like they're Democrats. They kind of come out of nowhere, and they really have no intention of running. When you sign a petition, you have to say that you're truly interested in that office. You just can't walk up and, although I know some dog catcher candidates that do, just walk up and run. And in Florida, they ran a woman who they just paid her to run. I mean, they actually flat out paid her to run. And she took the chance to run away from this guy who was a loyal long-term Democrat. And then she disappeared to Sweden. Yeah, I know. But by then then your ballot's set. It depends on how laws are in your state. But anyway, there's a lot of people who run because they just want to run and they want to see what it's like, and that's okay. But these stalking horse people are people who are really put in there to screw the votes up and to confuse the populace, and they're not really interested. But you do sign when you hand in your petition or your check, depending on how you get on the ballot. You have to sign a statement that you're interested in this race, and you come to it, like you're not getting paid by anybody to be there. I mean, you're getting paid by your donors, but you're not getting paid.
Right. You're not being bought in. Yeah.
Yeah. So they arrested one. Good for them.
On the ballot and ads and stuff, she was portrayed as a black woman. She's actually an older white woman. She was arrested. But yeah, she just put up by the GOP to take votes away from the Democrats, and it worked. Hypnicity is wondering if you have more cards available.
Oh, thank you for checking in on that. So in the business of cards, you have to be able to pay up front for the bulk, right, Scott? So, I took some hits this last couple of months in my bank account. So I have to build up a little bit more before I can put it out to bring it in. So it may be probably a month. So a month out, maybe. We'll see. But I'll let you know when I get them.
Yeah, that's the thing about, you do save a lot by ordering in bulk, but it's a big hit to your bank account.
It's a big hit, guys.
In hopes of selling them all.
Yeah.
So I'm still down myself. Plus what I donated. I have maybe 15 to 20 left. So I'm, sitting on stuff. So,
Yeah.
It's a love, but it's a risk too.
It is. So
that's why nobody gets an egg until they pay for an egg, and they have a backlog of them kind of all sitting there ready to be finally sent out. So there's like a week or two lag.
Yeah. So as soon as that happens, guys, I'll let you know. And yeah.
I mean, if you wanted to pay more, right, you could pay and then have them make one, but it's going to be quite more expensive.
Yeah. I'm trying to save you guys money by I'm trying to save the consumer money by doing both, and then I mail them out myself as well, so it saves even more.
It's like $10 to $15 difference by doing one or compared to a bulk order. It's not cheap because they, when they have print, they have all this paper on a big sheet. It's not like they just have one card. So it's pricey just to set everything up to do one card deck.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we'll get it. I'll get it done.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of your cards, let's see what your cards have to say.
I used them too this time around.
The DOJ Act.
Thank you, guys.
So it's all about those, what do you call it? The DOJ supposedly has this standard thing of no indictments prior to 90 days. So is our institution of our government worth acting prior, or are they going to wait? Let's see.
Well, I have a really fast answer.
Yeah.
Funny deck. I have the page. This is a page of wands, and these are based on Monopoly deck things, and it's the development of news and enthusiasm is upside down. But there's some passion to get moving with this stuff. But in the middle, you have the Nine of Swords reversed, which is anxiously stressed out way. And then the next card is damn, that sucks place. And the last card is the equivalent of the Three of Swords, grief and sorrow. So what it's saying is no, because things have happened. I'm sure we'll find out in the history books who stood back for who. But the DOJ has not, they're doing their thing, but they're waiting for the January 6th committee and to see what happens with it.
Yeah, that's what I sense too, as far as the J6.
Because the second they indict them for a criminal charge, then they have to tell their lawyers what they have. And I think they know it's a risky game. I think that's why they got the damn this sucks way card.
But they can shore up everything though too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but that's what I'm sensing too, is like they're gonna let these hearings play out and then act.
Mm-hmm.
And I really think the 90-day thing is out the window, because the law is law. If they got the facts, they're gonna jump.
Well, and it's a tradition. It's, they did it to Hillary. They came and talked about tapes that didn't really exist or whatever in the hell that was all about.
CC, why didn't the J6 committee send the documents to the DOJ? That's a game. I think they have shared. I think that's a game. That's a public game. That's my sense. I could be wrong, but
I got a feeling they don't want to get caught on the Oliver North trap, where he was being interviewed publicly and they were investigating him at the same time. People knew both were going on, and he eventually was let off because this is a man who sold our country out. He sold missiles to a country that was hostile to us to arm Central American countries to bring them down. I mean,
I want to say thank you to Pamela Shin. Thank you, Pamela,
yeah.
for your support, love.
Thank you, Pamela. Okay.
Okay.
I used your card here, and I'm trying to figure out what they mean.
Okay.
It feels like your king of clubs and your jack of clubs and stuff feel more important than your Lenormand.
Yeah. Do you want me to go first while you're looking at that?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So I do feel that, I don't know that it's going to happen before the midterms. However, the message here is that there's intention behind this. They are behind the scenes working hard on a bigger picture. And here you go. You have harmony, the whip, and intention, which is for positive change. So it's bigger. So I know we want it to come out before the midterms. I don't see that it happens, but I do feel the energy is there's purpose in that. There's purpose in that. Because there's a bigger fish or whatever. Cold toes, thank you, blessings.
Well, I sense that in this situation, elections don't matter. I mean, for the DOJ's perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a presidential election. And what Garland is kind of telling to me, the law is the law. If we have the goods, we're going to. So what I have, I'm getting, yes, there will be some. Clover, stork, and letter.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go.
They have the goods. They're going to burst something new, and here's your indictments.
Okay. That looks very positive.
That's a definite yes. They are bringing indictments
before the midterms. Yeah.
Before
wow.
the midterms.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be everybody, But if they have the goods, they're going to bring it.
Mhm.
The beginning, I had Lily, Child, and Moon. So what are clubs again? They're not clubs, spades. Is that swords?
Yeah,
Mhm.
like a spade.
King of Swords, Knight of Swords, and the Eight of Cups would be those. So that's powerful investigative energy. The Child, I guess that would mean like the Six of Cups kind of feeling. Fresh approach, making things happen, everything you've done. The Lilies, the Wisdom. King of Swords is investigative energy, and then the Moon bringing secrets out. Eight of Cups would be walking away feeling. So waiting on the strength, keeping secrets. So it's coming out.
Yeah, I do feel that. I'm just, yeah.
I don't. Yeah. According to your cards, they're telling me no. If they got the goods, they're gonna do it.
Absolutely. And they're working hard on it.
Oh,
I
definitely.
just feel like if it doesn't happen before the midterms, just know that there's purpose and timing. But it would be beautiful to have them before the midterms.
Right. I mean, it'd be, in a sense, horrible. Let's say, let's just use an example, Lauren Boebert. They find out, like, she gets elected, let's say.
Mm-mm.
All of a sudden, what? You bring an indictment down, can you pull a person out of Congress? Heck, you were talking about Patrick being indicted for 5 years and still in office. Is it legal to have a federal indictment and be in office and say, I'm not going to step down? If the law is there, I think they're going to do it. I think Garland, this is too big. What happened at the Capitol January 6th? As far as the law goes, it is too big. I just don't see it. I just sense it. It is sad it's taking so long, but the law is the law, and that's where they go. I had a lot of questions start. Oh my God, people.
So I just want to give a shout out to Cold Toes who gave us the donation this morning. Thank you for your love and support, Cold Toes.
Bless you, people. I missed that. Dennis is wondering about the McTurtle. Let's see what his energy is again. I think a lot of us have sensed that there's going to be some issues before his term is up. Legal or otherwise. We've gotten his wife coming in with issues. Let's see what the energy is now in McTurtle.
Oh, Nancy, what were the Monopoly tarot cards? Is it called Monopoly tarot cards?
No, it's called Life is Like a Board Game, and it looks like a Monopoly.
Life is Like a Board Game tarot. I love those.
The
Judge.
Yeah, they're fun. And they're good if you don't know tarot very well and you want, because the meanings on those cards are a really good, quick way to start cementing what they mean in your brain. If you're a verbal person, if you're not, because the images on them are like, there aren't any. I mean, hardly. So.
Okay.
Mitch.
No. Sure. These up.
Thank you, Aries Wanderer.
Aries, thank you. Blessings to you.
Huh. I am getting some kind of investigation into Mitch.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, with my cards, I have the King of Swords and some kind of subpoena documentation, possibly locked up,
Mm-hmm.
some sorts, but this isn't, like a DOJ. This is King of Swords. This is some kind of lawyer investigator coming in. The question is, will he leave the Senate? With that, I'm getting your wishes are fulfilled here.
Yeah.
Love and balance coming in for the Senate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mitch is losing money. So the Five of Swords, all his money, it's between all these dark times and battling card here, the conflicts, all his prosperity, it's not good. If it had, since the prosperity here of the Ace of Coins is in the middle, surrounded by these two, he's losing all his money. I mean, all his prosperity is being lost.
Whoa. It's not going
So
to be
then I have Magician, Tower, and the Chariot. There's a big power moment coming in with all that is for him.
I got the tower for him too. Just wanted to shout that out.
So with this coming in, I do not see him making his full term.
No, I used the funny cards again, but what it shows is this is the water thing. The water thing is temperance, and this is he did what he did to try and hold on to his wife and his family life.
Yeah.
And right now, he's got the darkest before the dawn. That's the Ten of Swords.
Oh my gosh!
Ouch.
And then his better things are ahead of you. This is the Six of Swords. That's moving on. He's getting out.
Before I started throwing my cards, I was hearing in my mind, Mitch will be irrelevant.
Mm-hmm. And his hopes and fears is the wearily defensive gardens. He's just tired of defending himself. In the current point right now, he has Ace of Swords upside down. He has no power left to move and do anything. And he really just kind of wants to go away and get into solitude. This is a Four of Swords. He wants to retreat.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he wanted to go out in a moment of glory, but he realizes he's not going to make it. And his long-term future is the Three of Pentacles, but it was upside down, so it's Collaboration Avenue. None of the stuff he's supported all this time is going to be there to save him. So, yeah, Mitch is toast.
He is. Yeah, I just want to shout out before it goes away, Aries Wanderer. Thank you so much for your kind support. Hugging you.
I miss that. But Aries Wanderer.
There's another one in there. Marby.
Oh, bless you, Marby. Thank you very much.
Marby.
And Aries, thank you very much.
Very, very much. Thank you, guys.
Yeah. I share with these lovely ladies any donations we get. Bless you.
Yes, he does. I can swear to it because I had to go in. Every time he does it, I have to go in and move the money.
He very, very kind with that. Very supportive of us. So here's Mitch. The tyrant is going down. All right. Mm-hmm. So he has, and I don't know. Yeah, with that Four of Swords and then the Three of Swords. There's there's no hiding from this coming in. There's just not. He's not going to get out of that, and that shows it here as well. You have the Emperor, the Tower, and then the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. The Emperor and his finances are going down.
His power is leaving him. Yes.
Yes. So
Do not collect money.
do not pass. Exactly.
Nice. Nice. I think we were reading on Rand Paul last week. We seen him going away too.
Okay.
Yeah. Booker. Yeah. I remember when we were reading on Mitch and McGrath.
Mhm.
We were reading on McGrath against Booker in the primaries, and we were getting McGrath was going to win. And then I remember the question, "Oh, bless you, feather singing."
Oh, feather singing. Thank you. Blessings.
So yeah, we were getting, Booker, and all of a sudden it popped in my mind back then. Booker's going to beat Rand Paul.
Mhm.
Now he's running against him now.
Mhm.
So I was getting back then in 2020 or whatever, like Booker's going to beat Rand Paul, and it's playing out. Okay. Bye, Mitch. That's what we need. 2020 is to make the Republicans irrelevant.
Mhm.
Vote. I think we looked at this a little bit, but I guess first we had to see what the energy is who they're going to primary. Nikki Fried coming out or Charlie Crist?
I read on this the other day for myself, and it's Nikki Fried.
Really?
That's what I saw. Charlie Crist he's moved way too many times on way too many issues to get what they need is an excited Democratic electorate to get out there and vote for him.
Oh, and he was the governor before, right?
Right.
Well, I don't know. There's something evil about Nikki too. There's some dark money behind her.
Her husband runs a marijuana business, but depending on how you feel about that,
Let's see. Let's see what comes out first. The female or male on the phone. Yeah, that's a tough one. It's a toss-up. I just, when I think of Nikki, I get a bad energy. It probably is better than DeSantis, but I sense some dark money behind her.
Well, maybe smoky money.
Smoky? She's not as bad, but she almost feels like a Tulsi Gabbard.
Mm.
Not that bad, but it's like, I don't know. I can't get all on board with her. Primary, Nikki Fried or Charlie Crist?
Well, today when I laid the cards, what I got for Nikki Fried was a reverse of something shady way. And then she's in a not very interesting place right now.
And of clients.
But she has party card that she's like in the party. But for Chris, I got messenger acting first and thinking later, which is somewhat of what he did. He kept changing his opinion on things. But then I got him in the mentally stuck way right now, which is the Eight of Swords. But his out card is Justice. So
it's balanced, huh?
Yeah. People may see it as, well, yeah, he can change his mind. I mean, that's the other side of people who change their minds. They can.
Right. Fried's the current agriculture secretary. Yeah. Will Governor DeSantis get caught in Epstein? Well, with my Lord of the Rings, I threw a whole bunch of cards to finally get a male figure.
Mm-hmm.
It was my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It wasn't until the 8th card I finally got a male figure because I asked who's going to win.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. I'm going to try my cards here to clarify something. But there's some kind of tower moment on somebody. I'm thinking it might be DeSantis. He might have some serious issues. Because there's some bad cards here at the end. Or, sometimes when I look at the cards, I just know there's something else to it, the story.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I got the current. Why would the Emperor come up when I'm thinking about primary? Right? I got an Emperor, DeSantis, with an ending and a death of a situation. Some kind of offer or, something coming in for him, and then a tower. There's something legal, and I've sensed this before. There's something legally coming up for him. There's some issues. Oh, look what would be underneath the tower. I just had to pick this one. It's possible jail. Self-inflicted. Think something self-inflicted. I think before the primary and everything, there's going to be a lot of changing of minds here of who they might want to.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's more going on in Florida than just who they're going to vote for, is what I'm sensing.
Mm-hmm.
The King of Swords that came out first, looking for a female or male card, it very well could be investigations, but what comes next to it is the messenger card and 10 of coins, or 9 of coins. So that could mean Chris winning in a sense, because the King of Swords is and the 9 of coins is someone that's been there, right? And you talk about messaging, like you're saying, flip-flopping.
Right.
But the 9 of coins is all about balance. Been there, the circle of life, he may be the more stable candidate.
I got the King of Swords for under Nikki, but I did 2 lines, but I
Right.
Thank you,
for that.
thank you, Dale. Dale lady.
Thank
Thank you, Dale. Bless you.
What I did it differently. Is Chris going to get caught up in Matt Gates's mess?
Chris or DeSantis?
I'm sorry, DeSantis. Sorry about that. What I got was the Knight of Pentacles, and he is the messenger who's slow and steady way. And then I got the win or lose, no matter what, is upside down. And then the next 3 cards are fascinating, and you don't need to. This doesn't require a whole lot of interpretation. I got the High Priestess, which for me means something's going on we don't know about yet. Then I got the Hierophant, which is the structure coming down on him. And that was his out card. That's for DeSantis getting caught up in Gates' death.
What is that card? The last one?
The death card.
Oh, death card. Okay. Gotcha.
So I had the High Priestess, the Hierophant, and death. I think something's coming for him.
Yeah. If DeSantis' goal is to be president, he will not be president.
So, it's funny, Scott, you kind of touched in on Nikki, and you just kind of didn't, you're like, I don't feel good about her. Well, you have the 7 of Swords with her. And so, but I feel like she is the more hopeful candidate. I guess when
right.
I feel like right now, as the energy goes, that she's the one that will.
Right. I believe she's leading energetically. I believe she's leading.
Right. Yeah.
But what plays out, again, meaning my cards, what plays out up to primary is going to change.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, that's true, because
I do believe she's the leader. I do sense
she's the
that.
leader right now. Yeah. but I don't know how long that's gonna. Like you said, right now, it looks good for her. Um, People love Charlie, apparently. Um, so,
I have actually met him. He is a
Oh.
very engaging person.
oh, okay. So people love
And-
him. He connects with the people. He's pretty solid as far as finances go. But I got, as far as I got the mice for him. So you see, the bouquet was for her, and the mice is for him. So I'm not sure he's going to be able to. Right now, it's not looking good for him. So
I think isn't Florida is in August also, or is it sooner?
no,
know-
I think it's August. I think it's August.
August. Wisconsin is August. There's a lot, how to keep up. Like Georgia just had theirs in May. So
Go to Ballotpedia and there's a thing on the thing. When's your primary? And they will tell you. Or
But-
any primary you're interested in. It's got them all calendared out, and their runoffs.
as far as he's solid. So I don't know. She's sneaky with that, the 7 of Swords, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so she may play a dirty game there somehow.
Well,
all right. I
one of
thought
those-
I used Andrea's cards quick before we move on or whatever.
Okay.
Nikki Fried.
Yeah.
Okay.
In the future here, I have some kind of cold case.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Her chakra is unbalanced. No, she won't be the representative.
Mm-hmm.
Some kind of messaging and change comes. It's a very muddy water for hers. Trust the process. There's something new coming out.
Something new coming in. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what Andrea's cards had to say.
Oh,
And it wasn't good. We got a cold case come on. We got muddy waters change.
Mm-hmm.
There you
Something
go.
weird done. There's a lot of things coming out there. And then the know that she will be the, shopper card upside down.
Ooh.
So, it's not a good flop with Andrea's cards.
Nope.
So that's always a tough thing. What happens prior? I mean, we still got what? It's June, 5 months
Yeah.
before out. Well,
Mhm.
then, 2 for the primary.
She's working some angles, but
What do you call that? The primary surprise? Someone holding on to something for a primary surprise.
we'll read it.
Heck,
We'll read on
heck,
it again. We'll read
Heck,
on
who knows? Maybe she was dealing with Greenberg on the medical marijuana stuff. He was involved in that.
Oh, okay.
There's rumors she took money for something about that.
Okay.
So
That makes sense. She did something.
there's a
She
lot.
She
there's
absolutely did something. She thought she got away with it. So
yeah. I mean, like, there's a reason why Greenberg's case keeps getting pushed back because I'm sure there's high level people and in government civil corruption involved. Otherwise, he would have just been sentenced and be done with him.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what a lot of it was about. Because what was it? Lev Parnas was involved with fraud guarantee, and there was all this stuff about medical marijuana setting up and making money off of it.
Mm-hmm.
And there was reports that Nikki Fried was involved in that,
Yeah.
taking money about getting the government set up, bribes. So we'll see how that plays out. Greenberg's going to take down Florida in certain ways.
Maybe in a lot of ways. This is good for him.
Yeah, he's still going to do 15 to 20 for what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But saved a life sentence, but All right. We're an hour and 30 minutes already. Oh, my Lord. Just love hanging out on Sunday mornings. Linda is asking about Marco Meadows. So much stuff is coming out. Mark Meadows is now burning stuff in a fireplace. burning documents.
Oh.
Yep.
You didn't catch that one? He was burning. It's been reported by his aide. His
Yeah.
aide testified. It leaked out that Mark was burning documents. So we got the farmer guy flushing and eating documents and taking them into Florida.
Oh my gosh.
Mark Meadows is deleting stuff and burning notes and whatnot in his fireplace in his office.
What? Okay.
So how?
If you're gonna do that, why would you do it in front of everybody? That just doesn't even make
I
sense.
know, right? Well,
Because they're so arrogant, they think these people will never turn on me, and they trust them. And you get to a point where they say, we know this, and they kind of, oh, okay, well, I don't want to go to prison for him.
well, I don't know if you guys remember. I did a channeling session when the January 6th committee just got started.
Mm-hmm.
And my immediate energy when I was in my zone said, Mark Meadows will go to prison. He's like the ringleader of this whole conspiracy. He's the chief of staff. He was the go-between Trump and all these other clowns, and it's all coming out here. This guy will go to prison for what he did. It's dropping.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I believe that Mark Meadows hasn't been found in contempt, because the DOJ is going after him for a big deal. This is what Mark Meadows did. This is bigger than Watergate. Bigger. Huge. Mark Meadows is a traitor to this country.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So even if he does spill the beans on everything or whatever, it isn't going to help him. They got him dead.
So the question is in regards if he's going to spill the tea.
He's gonna step on the farmer guy.
Yeah, okay. Is he gonna...
In my original channeling, I said there was going to be like 25 people indicted within the Trump orb in like a RICO or seditious conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what my channeling said before we even January 6th even got started. The committee.
Shit Kitty. Wasn't he registered to vote in 3 states?
Yeah.
That's the talk.
Including in a trailer that's uninhabitable.
Yeah.
So for Mark Meadows, I got, is he going to spill the beans? I got, it's not a party place way. It's the 3 of Cups reversed. And then I think this is perfect for him. Overflowing emotions place. It's the Ace of Cups.
Mm.
And then his next card is Death. And then his next card is the Sun, where everything's going to be revealed and brought into the light. And then the next card is the Magician. And I think he's going to be meeting people who are so much smarter than he is. And so that he didn't have a chance.
Oh,
Right? Are you going to go?
No,
You just...
I gotta look back at the question. So I think I was thinking of Meadows flipping on the former guy.
That's what I thought.
I'm getting he hasn't flipped on the former guy yet. He's still trying to save his own ass.
Yeah, I don't think
I don't think he can figure out how to get out of this. Okay, I have tradition, structure, everything about the government the way it's supposed to be with the Hierophant or the farm card. And then I had the 6 of Swords. He's trying to figure out how to make things better for what he did. I have Knight of Coins. So then there's some kind of slow information or some kind of documentation coming in, and the Hermit. So he's still not flipping with the Hermit. What he has, it's coming in slow, but the Hermit is. My Hermit card is kind of like the Hermit Fool. It's basically, I combine them two. So he's contemplating in his own mind. It's like, oh my God, I ruined my life. That kind of feeling. So it feels like a protection mode, like he's lawyered up, right?
Oh.
That kind of feeling. Eventually, I do think he'll flip, though. You know, his angels, his conscience will flip with the Page of Cups. The connections made, everything. Eventually, but right now, it shows to me that he's lawyered up, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, he's going to have to. His conscience and everything, you know, he'll save himself with that. With your angel guides coming in and that information, and the Page of Cups is the offers flipping, the connections made. That's what I put that together there. Under there, the connections made, everything's linked together.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually, yes, but right now it feels like he's lawyered up.
Yeah. Sharon, thank you for sharing my info there. That's so kind of you. Look what I got for him. Literally the fire starter. So I really feel that's really might be what kind of that's a big deal, apparently.
Mm-hmm.
So I have justice in the fire starter there. I don't right now, like you said, Scott, I don't see him. It's not on his radar. He has to look at this. He's putting all his efforts into his own justice right now because they have a strong case against him. Mr. Firestarter. I'm going to call him the Firestarter from now on.
Yep.
There you go.
So.
Meadows will regret it. You know, so we haven't heard that, you know, the DOJ has indicted him or anything. So that's what makes sense. What I was getting. He's lawyered up, trying to keep quiet. The information's coming out, drip, drip, drip. So until you have an actual indictment and a perp walk, he's trying to save his soul.
Trying to save his soul.
You notice he hasn't been following the former guy around to different events like he used to.
True.
He's kind of been in hiding. Yes.
True.
Meadows is going to regret ever leaving the House of Representatives. He sold his soul when he did that.
Yep.
Huh. What do we always say about choices in life?
Mm-hmm.
The Two of Swords, when you walk into, you get an offer. He didn't use his intuition. Crazy, crazy. Good for you. Good for us.
But all of us, the whole family here, and all of us readers, way back in the day, saw like anybody who connected themselves to the former guy was gonna ruin their lives, and we thought, why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? Like, don't they see that it's gonna totally ruin their lives?
Nope.
That's so
all they see is money and power right in front of them. All they see is the short-term exchange.
Wow.
And Chris wants to follow up. Are they waiting to indict Meadows to make him sweat? There's nothing about sweating.
Yeah.
But yeah, he is sweating, but
we understand the question. Yeah. So what's the pause here?
Why are they waiting? Why are they waiting to indict Meadows? Why are they waiting? Okay, I think what I'm getting here is the DOJ knows what Meadows has done. They get it all. Even like the big guy. Okay, you follow the trail of people. You want the lower guys to flip, that thing kind of thing. They want, what I'm hearing is they want at least two good people to confirm things, so they're working their way up kind of feeling. You need, witnesses. The National Archives and everything, they have all that. I don't think it has anything to do with and timing. So there's timing and getting the right people to talk. And yeah, it's like to build the case. So yeah, I honestly, I believe Mark Meadows knows he's hosed. His lawyer, I think he was a lawyer, maybe possibly, but
Yeah, he is one.
yeah,
Okay.
he knows he's hosed.
Okay, I'm loving this name in one of the family members here. Son of a what? Son of what? Yeah.
Oh, son of a what?
Or son of what? I
Oh,
added
son of what?
that. Yeah,
Interesting.
that's funny. All right. It just caught my eye. Squirrel.
Okay. Indict Meadows. Indict Meadows.
Okay, I'm gonna do another layer here.
What happened to Love and Igor? I think they've been sentenced.
They're in jail.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're in jail. They've been sentenced, Connie. Every once in a while, I see a tweet of Love. Love knows. Well, it'll put you in jail, but
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got.
took the fall, didn't
Well, in a sense, it does make him sweat.
they? Oh yeah.
It causes a lot of anxiety for Meadows to see all this stuff. His greed is going to bring the end to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I got the 10 of coins next to the King of Swords. I think they got everything they need on Meadows.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they've been talking because the DOJ has everything from the archives, and they had the people that talked. So the 10 of coins means you have everything. You have all your abundance, and then Garland comes in here, the King of Swords, the investigators.
Mm-hmm.
They have everything. So then I got the new ideas, and leaks are coming out.
Oh dear.
Is really making him sweat. It makes it worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like the messaging, not the waiting. The messaging is making him. The Ace of Swords is this new ideas, and so basically, what I'm sensing here is that all the new messaging and leaks that come out is really making it bad for him. It makes him, paranoid, sad, all that good stuff. But yeah, the greed is going to bring him down. The greed, I mean, he feels like death. It's not a good place for Meadows to be, but it isn't the waiting, it's the messaging.
Yes.
It's like, oh shoot, now people know this about me. Oh shoot, now people know this about me.
No. What I got in a yes, no was no, they haven't. They don't have that. They're not waiting because of that. They're just waiting to declare their judgment on their own good time because they're living on Development of Information and Contracts Avenue.
That's what I tend to do, yeah. They just
And then they're waiting for people to say something shady way. And then the oldest card is they're waiting patiently. They don't have to move on him today. But the card that was on here that says, yes, it's going to happen, it was death.
Mm.
And then I clarified that because they're waiting to get all the collaboration together. It's Collaboration Avenue. And then They're talking to people who want that by providing them with the power of prosperity. And then the out card is the Star. They want to make sure they have everything together.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why but they're out there dealing in a shady, mucky world, looking at it.
Yeah. I do feel that he's kind of working on his own defense right now.
Mm-hmm.
That's all he's all about. They definitely have the goods on him.
Mm-hmm.
A lot. And what's going to really hang him up, documentation, they literally have stuff, physical things, so that's going to really hang him up. He's stuck.
Mm-hmm.
But going forward, it's all about protecting himself, more protection of himself.
Right.
And it's kind of like he's stuck. This is also like a stalemate card. It's like, okay, I don't have what it takes. But from here on out, he's worried about literally going to jail. And he is working on changing the entire narrative. How is he going to lie?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he's working on, because he wants to free himself from this. So yeah, that's what he's working on.
Sorry, buddy.
But yeah, stuck.
Oh, poor Mark. Sorry about you, but you tried to overthrow our government.
Yeah, he did this to himself.
Yeah, we're not going to get much sympathy out of here.
No. Okay. Last question. We're almost at 2 hours already. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley wants to know about the Pride Fest next weekend in Memphis. What's the energy of Pride Fest?
All right.
Memphis, it's Tennessee, right? Yeah, Memphis, Tennessee. Any incidents? Pride Fest. I know, right, Aries Wanderer?
I'll wear my my little.
Aw.
Mm-hmm. All right. Will it be safe?
Mark, Janie, and Clarence should all get a cell at Club Fed. There you go.
I have all my rainbow goodies out for Pride Month, which is June. So. Will it be safe? I'm getting a yes and a no on that. A yes and no. So maybe that just talks about there may be some incidents, but not like.
Okay. I think there's going to be security there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing money for security. Emotional festival. Wanting change. The sweet. I'm using Andrea's cards. I got the sweethearts, the sweet tarts. Yeah, they're. So I got healing. It's a successful day, but I have something. There might be a person or two. You know, not a huge group, but it might be some kind of incident. with a rabbit, something secret, but success and a timeout. So like, but I'm seeing a lot of security around, police or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
with dollars paying for security feeling. So I feel it's safe, but there might be a surprise there, like a small group or someone being dumb.
Right.
But I'm not seeing like something huge. It feels like a success.
Correct.
Yeah. Trust the love.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, I agree.
I was sensing something too, they're showing me like maybe a person or two getting angry or something. I don't sense any guns or anything
Mm-mm.
bad.
No.
So it's like you have a love fest and then you have two people,
Yep.
walking in trying to push and be weird. And I don't know if people seen the video. There was this one Trumper NRI guy was trying to make his way in with a bullhorn, and all these young ladies whooped his butt and got him out of there, took his bullhorn away, and he ran away like a little baby.
Mm-hmm.
It was hilarious.
Yeah.
But he's like, what?
I do just want to say to everybody going to the festival, the outcome here is beautiful. It's going to be a success.
Mm-hmm.
You have the Four of Wands in the world, and that is bringing in that harmony and that success. The event will be a success, and they have security in place. They are already prepared for this. They already know, right? That this, and so whatever these little actions are, it's solid. So these little actions that may come in, it's solid that it's going to be okay. But just always, it's always smart to have an escape plan, or you know what I mean. Just, know your surroundings. Keep an eye open. I don't want to take away from the joy and the event at all, but it's always smart to just be aware of your surroundings. But I see it as a beautiful success.
Yeah, I see that it's been well planned. The Knight of Pentacles.
Nice.
There's so much justice going on around them that people understand they're breaking up a party if they get there. And then there's the middle card is the most important, and it says, yes, it's safe to trust, the ability to accomplish many things and to follow the creative powers that are there. And there's going to be a lot of people sharing a lot of good information and a good time. And it's going to make people go home and think about, why can't we just get along and sort of do the Four of Cups thing and look at what we can create for ourselves. So it's going to be a lovely. But she's right about, I don't do crowds because I just never did. I mean, I run crowds, but I don't do crowds. And I always know 3 ways to get out of everywhere.
Yes, it's always smart.
When I used to work with movies, I used to work with movie crews that came through Dallas. This one insane Italian movie crew decided to have these extras. They kept rehearsing them coming out of the bushes and going up to this house and yelling in the windows. Then the last time they were going to film it, they went and they said, okay, strip your clothes off as you run across the lawn. I can't tell you, this is like in the most conservative part of Dallas. And I sent the words to, because I had some friends that were in there, and I said, do what you want to do, but my car's to here. And the first time they filmed it, sure enough, a cop car pulled up in the street, was just stopped at the stop sign looking over at the film. All of a sudden, these people come running out of the bushes, throwing their clothes off. And have you seen the cartoon cat where what a cop looked like? And so I went back to everybody. I said, get the hell out of here. We're leaving now. And we got out and got to the House of Pancakes before I think all the cop cars showed up to arrest everybody. We didn't get arrested.
All right. Well, it was, that is hilarious.
Oh, I've had a lot of interesting jobs, Debbie.
Yeah. You've worked them all. That's anyways, very interesting.
I guess that would be the Wise Elder card for my Oracle deck for you.
There you go.
Mhm.
Listen
Yes.
to the Wise Elder. I
Mhm.
pulled before you go, Debbie. I pulled two
Okay.
cards out of my deck.
Oracle, yeah.
It's basically telling manifest your destiny. You can transition to a higher dimension.
Mhm.
Yay.
Always remember when you're trying to create to use manifestation, writing, constant thought. All things in life get better when you manifest. Going for a job, wanting a better situation at home,
Get the chicken out.
working with other souls. So like I've done this many times, and so I've also told people if you're having a problem with someone at work or whatever, use your intuition, use spirit to change the situation. You can make things better by working through guides.
Amen.
Manifest a better work environment, or I want cohesiveness with this person. You keep putting in that thought, it changes things, believe it or not.
It sure does. And I have from your beautiful deck, Palladian energy, love and healing. And time to put yourself first, honey. So I just feel like it's time. There's a lot of, and I often talk about our empaths, but it's a real deal. We've been working hard. We've been putting a lot out. We've been dealing with a lot of energy. So take some time to put that love and healing onto yourself. So, and I just want to give a shout out to the Scott's Oracle deck. Absolutely fabulous. Y'all need to get one.
Mhm.
Thank you, dear.
This is Andrea's deck, and y'all know that one already. So, anyway.
Well, I pulled two oracle cards, and it says build on solid ground. And I think a lot of times when this sort of stuff happens around us, we feel like the ground's been knocked out from under us, but we need to build on solid ground and to have faith this is getting better. So
Yeah. That kind of always goes back to patience.
mhm.
Have faith as everything's designed the way it's supposed to be.
That's right.
And have patience. All right. Oh,
Okay, so
hit up Debbie.
Wani
Dream.
Wani R is saying, I'm struggling with a recurring dream. Tonight is Dream Team. So Dream Team tonight on Spirit Whisper YouTube channel, Wani. So
Lisa.
Spirit Whisper YouTube channel. Spirit
Mhm.
Whisper. No, I'm sorry. Wrong one. Lisa, what's Lisa's channel? Spirit Intuitive. I'm sorry. Spirit Intuitive Tarot. Spirit Intuitive Tarot. We're on there tonight for Dream Team, and so we do dreams there. So bring your dream there. And if you want to keep this party going with current happenings, come on over to my channel in about a half an hour, and we're going to keep the party going. Free Spirit YouTube.
Yeah, you can take off if you want.
All right, love you guys.
Bye, Debbie.
Love you, Debbie. So yeah, you can stay if you want. Since Cold Toes wants to, I'm just gonna flip to my cards quick.
Okay.
If Cold Toes gonna stay, or if you want to grab them too, but. So I made my Oracle deck. I made how many cards was there? 45, I think. Yeah. So here's one. It's got a UFO. Believe what's right in front of you.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a card of your prayers are answered. Help is on the way. If you own universe picture, outer space. Here's Mount Shasta, Lemurian energy. Everything's connected with ley lines and harmony and star seeds.
And Dr. Gail's going to be there this week.
Good.
Moving there. She's finally
on the way. And here's the dark side of the universe. I got you may need protection. If you're struggling or whatnot, call on the universe to help you protect with protection. Love and connect with other souls, no matter who they are. So I have a human here and an extraterrestrial figure. It's the same thing as anybody. Love everybody. This is what it best means to me. It's like when you're connecting with people, you love other souls, whether they're Asian, African American, whatever. Love other souls. Everyone's an entity. So when you're struggling here, this card comes out. It's a reflection of the soul. And that's the art of being a whole person is forgiving yourself. So I have, like drips coming down on a woman here. So you make yourself a better person when you forgive. So this one here is kind of like a tower moment. So when you have unexpected changes in your life, car breaks down, a breakup, you need to just go with the flow and understand that everything's going to be okay. This one here comes out. You may need some singing bowl or sound vibration. Listen to music. It could be meaning that you want some healing from sound. This one here just recommends that all angels, the divine feminine, has your back. Unconditional love is there for you. This one here, you have the power within you to create change. Ask the universe for it. So here I got a ancient extraterrestrial. It's got like a, what do you call it, a sphere or something, a crystal. So it means the universe is there for you. Here's a little ET that says, make sure you always love yourself. Complete and unconditional love for yourself. You can't love another without loving yourself first. Here's like a universe kind of card. So our DNA and our cellular have memory of perfection. So just have your thoughts of the nucleus, and activate your nucleus, your DNA, through thought to try to remember that you have health. The cellular nucleus remembers perfection. So when you're going through tough times, you have back injuries, pull a leg, whatever it may be, focus on the concentration of getting back. Here's a picture of the pyramids. So we have the mysteries of our soul are within your choices. So you have deja vu, you have dreams, everything you're interested in. Just telling you to remember that your soul has so many lifetimes, and when you have deja vu or things that interest you in your life, know that you've been there. So when you're going through troubles, when this card comes out, it is perfectly okay to release and have a good cry. Don't let it bottle up. Have a good cry. Here we got a universe. We got a UFO. It's kind of like the Chariot card. So it's telling you to take charge in your life. You got this. Enjoy the ride. It always reminds me of that one movie, Father of the Bride, when the old mother, kind of insane, going dementia, and she talks about the roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster. It's got ups and downs and valleys and dips and speed and slowing up. Enjoy the ride. Don't take it serious because you're eventually going to get to the end, but enjoy the ride. And here's another card that I put out. Our universe may be a mystery, but be amazed of all that is. The matrix of energy, the 3D life may be a struggle, but our soul is pure love. It's kind of the feeling of oneness and all that matrix and energy connected with everything. So just remember, our life on Earth is probably the hardest thing we'll have to do, but knowing that we're pure love will help. Here's a completion card. If you're asking for an outcome of something, this will tell you that you're going to have success, completion, your destiny is coming. So if you're going through a situation, this card comes out. Don't have fear. If you fear something, you're going to have downfall. Your greatest advances in life are where you release fear and take charge of something. If you're going to go for a job, I won't be good enough for it. I'll just not do that one.
Mm-hmm.
It could be practice. It could be, heck, you may get it because you have great experience, and they'll take you over someone else. So, and then this came out like Debbie had. It's the Palladians.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a few different races put on the cards, so you can toss your cards and maybe see which race you may be connected to. Could pop out. But the Palladians, I always feel like are all about loving energy, and so that's why I put that there. Palladian love and healing. Here we have time to transition to a higher dimension.
Mm-hmm.
That's all about manifesting, connecting to spirit. It could be the right time for you to change when that comes out. Okay. And then this one is kind of like the Six of Cups. Visualize a simple time, childhood memories. So, like, if we get stressed out as humans, whatever it is in our lives, it's kind of like using visualization. Go back to a time possibly when you're playing in the sand with your siblings or kicking a can or whatever it may be, or a vacation when you're a kid, camping, whatever it may be. When you visualize and remember these memories, it can release things in your own life by just remembering the good times, the unconditional love, the playfulness. So when this card here comes out, I put this in here because maybe possibly there could be a father figure, about spirit, that knowing that grandpa's around or something like that
Mm-hmm.
in spirit. I got this card here. It's time for vacation. You just need to chill, relax, get off social media, get off everything, take time for yourself. When this card comes out, this extraterrestrial is pointing at you and saying, you're not learning your life lessons. You're not learning.
Mm-hmm.
So when that card comes out, when you're trying to toss cards, it just says, hey, you need to step back and what am I learning here in life? This card here, technology is wonderful, cell phones, YouTube, everything. But there does come a time, you know, TikTok, whatever you want it to be. But there is time that you need to step away and take time for yourself and recharge your batteries. That's why I created that card. This card is meaning there could be a grandmother, a great grandmother, some female ancestor that's around helping you out, got your back. This card is more about meditation. This card comes up. Pay attention to your heart and soul. Physical, emotional feelings are divine guidance. That's part of your intuition, your feelings, your senses in your heart and soul. What's good and right when you're trying to make a decision. You use your senses. You know, it's not like you need to always have a voice in your head saying, do this, do that, do this. You can use your whole body and your senses to get your answers. Here's an Arcturian card. So it could mean you have Arcturians around and your intuition, and make sure you use your intuition. Here's an Andromedan card. Manifest your desires. Could mean that an Andromedan race is around you. Here I got an ET playing a violin. Don't make yourself the victim. You control your life. Don't let other people use you. Here's another extraterrestrial picture. He's got the Earth and Moon there. So it says, open your mind, learn daily, and teach by experience. We should be learning every day, growing and teaching. Like you, Nancy Jane, wonderful experience. You can teach us everything every day. You're a wise one.
Not everything.
You got plenty. Here's the next one. Remember, so this was a picture, I think it was near Mount Shasta I found. And this is an image that kind of looked like a look like a spaceship, but we don't know, but it has the qualities of one. So here's a road. So we have choices in our life. Make sure you use your intuition, because everything's not seen, because this is not a whole spaceship. It's a mirage of one, but could be one.
Mhm.
So just make sure you use your intuition when you are creating your choices of where to go. This could be saying you might need some healing.
Mhm.
You might need to go see some Reiki, get some Reiki energy or light energy. Surround yourself with love and light. Patience card. Make sure you have patience is the virtue in anything. Trust the timing that everything will be all right for you. Here we got a reptilian. So there might be a bad person, entity around you that's not for your highest good that you may need to release. Here's another card. Someone may be betraying you. So you're tossing cards about a situation. You're like, oh, someone might be backstabbing you in the back. Could be family, whatever. Another bad energy card. So if you're worried about something, you toss this card. It means your ancestors in spirit are always with you.
Mhm.
Here's a universe card in a pyramid shape. You got the light. Means we are one. The universe and planets are connected energy. Just because we're all one, right? We can manifest, we can put out energy, make changes. Just because we're going through bad things and whatnot doesn't mean, there's a billion, trillion other people out there, right? There's a lot of other energies going out there, and you could be going through the same thing. So we're not alone. We can make the changes. Here's Nancy's card I made.
Aha.
Time to use some natural crystal healing.
Mhm.
Therapy. Time to get a Nancy Dean grid. Lift your vibrations by holding and using the energy of crystals. Here's a person holding earth. It's time to ground yourself. Time to use earth energy. Hug a tree, take a walk in grass, lay in the grass, plant flowers, whatever it may be. Take a dip in natural spring water. It's time to use the earth energy to ground yourself and feel better. This card here. When you're not listening, you can't resonate. Don't be too stubborn to not listen to other people and use your own resonance. Okay, then we have the moon. The moon has activated energy. New and full moon energies, there's hidden secrets. So it could mean in this situation to use your full moon wishes. The new moon is the start. The full moon is completion. This also could mean there's things in your life that may not be exposed yet with the moon. Okay, then I have a universe card. Bunch of planets, the sun. Find your soul family in the circle of life. So like anyone who's here is part of a soul family, the YouTube family. We're all connected. We all feel in a safe space. It could be within your own life. Find your tribe. Release people that are not good for you. So the circle of life means, and I've gotten this before in dreams, everything circles together. Past lives, people come into your life for a reason, for lesson, or longer. Just remember that things, just like the planetary movement, they're moving, they're circulating. Life circulates too. Things come back around, deja vu things. People come back in your life for reasons or otherwise. Then I have a waterfall here, a pond. Make sure you use water. Water is a source of love, source of life, purity, and cleanse yourself. Could mean it's time to take an Epsom salt bath. Cleanse yourself. Or go take a dip in a stream, or just put your feet in some water just to cleanse yourself, but drink plenty of water. And then the Nancy card. Follow the wisdom of positive outlook. So I got an
It's
old
amazing.
looking.
That's what I really look like first thing in the morning.
Oh, there you go. So that's my whole deck. Thank you for sticking around. I know it took a while, but there's 45 cards to go through. But I made these mainly because I didn't resonate with other cards, with different decks that I found out, and a lot of these come from you with the crystals and talking about ley lines and other readings that pop up and different ET races. So that's why I created it. Whether people love it or not, I wanted it for me and whoever wants it, and that's why I did it.
They're very good. I mean, they really cover the realm of things. I've read cards long enough that I can't see a topic where that wouldn't be useful in a reading somewhere along the line. Well, I have to say adios and goodbye.
Yep.
Because we're redoing the Wi-Fi in my house today. We're going to the next generation. I'm not doing this, obviously.
Tech support's back on it.
Tech support's going to be on it. So anyway, I really appreciate everyone for showing up here. Oh, you got
get rid of naked fun. I got to block that. Keeps coming up. It probably
he has a way of getting around. Anyway, come over to my channel. I'm going to be doing a show on Tuesday and Thursday at 1, and available for readings. I've got a bunch of readings this week. I'm going to be grid building again.
Oh, excellent. Everyone loves their grids. Blessed Memorial Day, and honor all those veterans that have passed. Yes.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.